All right, in this video, we are going to go over our clear for the season. Right now, what you see is an entire starting offense, an entire starting defense. The opposing team has the ball, so we are the orange or red team here. And what we're going to start off with for the sake of this video is, let's just say this midfielder from the opposing team shoots the ball. So they're going to get a shot off. And what we're going to see from the defense is they are going to just drop and set back where the attackman's dropping to the restraining line, attackman's dropping the restraining line, and then attackman's going to pick up the goal. He just made the save. The opposing team's middies are busting back here and here, and this guy is heading out towards the box for a substitution. So here's how we're going to get into our clear. We are going to have one defender, our strongest stick handler, go to the top and away from the box to this position right here. We're going to have these other two D-pulls banana cut out to the side and the side. We're going to have our LSM immediately bust it as fast as he can to get over the midfield line. We're going to have one short stick D midi right about at the restraining line in the dead center, and another short stick D midi breaking out in the restraining line near the close box. At the same time, and what's really crucial about this clear is we need to have an attackman sub off to get a midfielder to stay on. And make sure to stay on sides here. So you'll see here we have now the attackman is subbed off, the middies here. The LSM is officially over. Once the LSM is officially over the restraining line, we have the appropriate three guys on this side, and this midfielder is allowed to backtrack. So now you'll see, like I said, we have the two banana cutting D-poles, the short stick D-midi closest to the box, the one floating right here, the D-pull up here, and now we have the midi that was subbed on for the attackman now allowed to go over. The LSM is subbing back through the box to get the attackman back on. So as he goes down, the goalie can hit this pass to this midi or this midi, either way, but for the sake of this video, we're going to hit the midi coming streaking over the restraining line. He receives the pass. Let's just say the midi here that was on the D-pull then decides to jump. This defender is going to step over. So if this midi and this midi just decide to drop, that's fine. You can carry the ball over. But if one of them decides to approach you, this D-pull can step over, like we show in this video. What that means is this short stick D-midi here has onside responsibility. So you see this midi throws the ball over. The attackman drops. This attackman now drops to X. The attackman that's subbed back on is also dropping to set up in our open set. D-pull is going to carry the ball down. Their middies are trying to break back in the hole to prevent the fast break. We simply just get the ball to the attackman. Two of our middies are now over the line. The guy that streaked out originally as attackman and the guy that was right in this general area. They're both staying on. This midi can now sub off, get a offensive midi on. And once that D-pull throws that ball over to the attackman, he can drop back over, allowing the midi that just recently subbed on to also join him. So this midi right here can break open to this far end of the set. This midi that was on can now sub to the middle. And then the last midi, who was a defensive midi as well, is now subbing off to get our last person on. Just like that, that is our clear.